This is a video in a series where I try on all my clothes. I did one with my coats and my sweaters, and this time I just want to try on all my scarves, mainly to document it and to see what I have, but also to see if I can declutter something or what I have too much of and what I miss in my closet. You can argue that a scarf is one of the most practical pieces of clothing, but for me it's also my most prominent piece of clothing in winter because I wear a lot of neutrals, so my coats aren't very bright, for example, but then I like to switch things up with a scarf. And I really want to see what kind of scarves I already have and what colors I gravitate towards, so I tried to show them in a color coordinated way. So the one you saw before is my newest scarf, so that was a COS scarf in red, and then I have two orange scarves. So this one is also from COS and I got it a year ago. I wore it a ton a year ago because it is so warm. It's a wool scarf, it's very cozy as well, and I do like the brightness of this color with black but also with my beige coats, so it's very versatile for me. My other orange scarf is very similar in color. It's also from COS and it's also from wool, but it's a little bit lighter, so I can wear this in fall and it doesn't feel so overwhelming. I also wear this one a ton and I really like this bright color, and that is something that I'm learning in scarves, that I do like a brighter color because my outfit is mostly neutral. Another bright color that I have is this green scarf, and this is one that I thrifted. It's not of the best quality, I think it's just a hand knitted one in an acrylic. It's also not the warmest, so this is more when I want a pop of color and I do not need the heat. And it is the only scarf that I got in this kind of color, so I think if I would buy another scarf, it would be something in this kind of colorway. There is this green scarf from COS that I like a lot, and if that one would pop up on my Vinted, I might buy it. Then I have this blue scarf that I designed 3 years ago when I wanted to start a scarf business. I never pushed through with it, but I did design some scarves for myself. I got my inspiration from books and I read a book from Samuel Beckett at that time. And when I read, I always write down things that I like. So I put some words and sentences from that book on the scarf and images that I thought were fitting. This is another scarf from that time. So on one side you see the book Animal Farm, and then on the other side you see the quote, all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. And I also drew a little pig on one side. I still love this scarf, but it's also not that warm, so when I wear this it's also more of a choice. This scarf I got a year ago on Vinted. It's a Cashmere scarf and I really liked this one last winter together with the orange one. They were my most warm. And I still love this one, although I have noticed that I'm grabbing the more spicy colors lately. But this is a staple, a very classic one, and I know I will wear this every winter. This scarf I think I can call my favorite because I bought it in a thrift store and it is from Cashmere. I got it for 3 or 4 years now, and it's also a skinny scarf. Although it keeps me warm, it's also very handy. It doesn't feel like too much, and I do like this when it's not that cold also because I just like the look of it. And this one is also a gray scarf I got from the thrift store, but this one is a little bit too much. Although I like this sometimes because it does keep me warm and it feels very cozy. I don't wear this out that much because if you want to put your scarf away, you have to need a very big bag. So I mostly wear this one just outside when I have a barbecue or a fire in the garden or something like that, where you want a blanket and a scarf in one. This black scarf is also from the thrift store, and when I saw it, it actually just then occurred to me that I didn't have a black scarf, and that surprised me because I do wear a lot of black, but I see a scarf mainly to spice up a look, and that's why I didn't have one of those. But sometimes I like a monochrome look like you see here, and also with some more colorful jackets or coats, I prefer a black scarf. This is another example that when I buy a scarf, I do like a color. So this one is from a thrift store. I think I paid €1 for it, and it's more of a basic one because I wouldn't buy this new because it would feel like it's too plain. But now that I got it, I do like this one for a very basic or classic look. It also feels a little bit like a blanket, like the gray one, but it's not that big, so I do wear this one a little bit more out. And to be fair, this one is very similar, but it has that little pop of color that makes it different. I got this one from COS, I think 3 or already 4 years ago, and every winter I wear it. In the first winter I got it, I wore it all the time, and now it's something that is just in my routine. And that happens almost every winter. I buy 1 or 2 scarves, and that will be my main scarves or the one that I wear the most. And then all my other scarves will get used, but maybe just 3 or 4 times. This scarf is my latest addition from the thrift store. And in the beginning of 2023, I talked about trends that I liked and I wanted to buy. And I talked about these vintage stripes where each stripe has a different color but in the same color scheme. And this scarf has exactly that. And that's why I think it's a nice addition to my scarf collection because it does feel different. And it's also very wearable because it is warm, but it's not too much. It's not that big. So I really like this one. This is the last scarf I'm going to show, but I have some other ones that are more summer and spring scarves, but I usually don't wear them as a scarf. I wear them more as tops or even as skirts, so it didn't make sense to show it in this video. And for this scarf, I was hesitating because I do wear this mostly in spring and summer, but I do wear it around my neck, so I wanted to show it here as well. It's not a warm scarf, it's too skinny for that, but when it's not that cold, I do like it just because of the look. And that was everything. Thank you for watching, and let me know what category of clothes you want to see next, and I'll see you soon with a 7 days 7 looks video.